Warriors NRL Fanatics here, back today with a video, and I'm going to review the round 9 game between the New Zealand Warriors and the Manly Sea Eagles, which was played at Lottoland, Brookvale Oval. Now, going into this game, Manly lost to the Penrith Panthers the previous week. As for the Warriors, who had a good, tough win over the Cowboys the previous week as well. Now, this is a huge game because both teams will want to get a win, and Manly, they will want to hit back after their loss to Penrith, and they were playing at home at Brookvale Oval. And also, this was Tommy Trbojevich's 100th NRL game in the Manly colours, so huge importance on this game for not only Manly but also the Warriors as well, because the Warriors came into this game sitting in 7th spot on the ladder after their win over the Cowboys. So going into this game, it was a pretty good start from the Warriors. They scored first, and Harris Tavita, who was playing in the halves after late change with Walsh onto the bench, and it was Harris Tavita who scored with a good pass from Cody Nikorima, and he scores right near the post, and the Warriors lead 6 points to 0 early on. So it was a good start from the Warriors early days. And then a couple minutes later, it was Tommy Trbojevic in his 100th NRL game, crosses over for Manly. It was a very soft try from our part. We didn't do enough defensively, and that came off a big play by Manly after Daly Cherry Evans kicked a good 40-20, which, got Manly that position, and Manly scored straight after that position. So that was a huge play by Daly Cherry Evans in the game, and that got Manly on the board with a Tommy Trbojevic try. Very soft defence in the end, but Manly score. It's 6-all. Now the next try very irritates me, and this is another very poor effort on the fence by us. Manly score again, and guess who it is? It is Tommy Trbojevic again with his second try of the game, and he crosses over, so he has a double, and it's been a good start for him in his 100th NRL game. And then from there on, the Warriors, couple minutes later, Warriors score, and it's from another good try for the Warriors, but it was very soft defence as well from Manly as well. So, it was pretty soft in the end, and it was Tohu Harris who scores, and the Warriors managed to get back in front after that try. And then from there on, the Warriors went into the halftime sheds. They were up 20 points to 12, so the Warriors had a good lead going into the break. 20 points to 12 lead at halftime. And now the second half, and the second half, I thought the Warriors, we started all right. We started off pretty well, had 2 opportunities down the Manly end, and an error I thought was from Cody. One of the passes wasn't great, and after that, error, Manly went down the other end, and they scored rather easily from there. And I think it was a try. It was a try to Morgan Harper, and from there on, Manly just piled on the points from there, and the Warriors managed to make a late rally, and it took forever. It took way too long to see Reece Walsh get onto the field. I mean, why did we bring Reece Walsh on so late on? That was not a good decision by Coach Nathan Brown, in my opinion. I thought, should have brought him on a bit earlier when we were only down by a couple points, but it was too late. We should have brought him on a bit earlier, in my opinion. But Reece Walsh, he did score a try for the Warriors, so congrats to Reece Walsh, first try in the NRL. But in the end, Manly Sea Eagles, they managed to win the game. It was a 38 points to 32 result. Manly win, and they move up to 9th spot on the ladder. The Warriors, even though they lost this game, they still remain in the 8th, but, pretty poor second half from us after leading 20 points to 12, and managed to lose that game. It was very disappointing. But now to go through some players that I thought, probably should not be in the team next week. Look, I thought You know, I thought Tohu Harris had a great game. You know, I thought he was probably our best player. Kodi Nikorima had some glimpses of good games there, but I think second half, maybe, you know, I think he could have done a lot more. Kodi Nikorima, he had a pretty solid game, but I don't think he was great in the second half. Now, I thought Josh Curran had a very poor game, in my opinion, probably his worst game in a long, long time, because he's been very solid lately. So I thought Josh Curran was pretty poor, made a very bad error that, you know, just was very costly in the end. You know, I thought Chanel Harris-Tavita had a pretty good game in his first game back for the Warriors, but, you know, I think, you know, next week we've got to go with... Next week, I think Walsh needs to come back into the starting lineup. I think we need to have Kodi at hooker and Harris-Tavita in the halves like that, and Harris-Tavita in the halves with Walsh. That's how I should see. I think how we should play it. So, yeah, I think that's how we should go with next week. Now, I think for Manly, my man of the match has got to be Tommy Trbojevic, definitely, because, you know, he was too good. So my man of the match in this game goes to Tohu Harris, and for Manly, my man of the match goes to Tommy Trbojevic. So yeah, those are my man of the matches for this game. Tohu Harris for the Warriors, and Tommy Trbojevic for Manly. So let me know in the comment section below who's your man of the match in this game. And also another thing I want to point out, Ken Maumalo, you know, absolutely terrible game in my opinion. He didn't have a great game. So I think he needs to improve on his defence, because every time Manly scored a try, they went down his end, and that was what cost us points. So he needs to improve on his defence, I thought, Ken Maumalo, because Ken Maumalo did not have a great game in my opinion. So, like I said, let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this game? Who is your man of the match? And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and also, last thing I'd like to say is congratulations to Manly, well done to them on the win, and also, don't forget to hit that like button on the video as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.